Hi guys, welcome to Jamnal Bajaj GAPI workshop. This workshop will give you the complete overview about what to expect at Jamnal Bajaj GDPI. Fine, so there are 5 videos in this complete boot camp. In the first video, I'll give the complete overview about what to expect on the D-Day and how you're going to prepare, how you should prepare for the D-Day. And then gradually over the next 3-4 videos, I'll talk in detail about each of the section. Fine, so be with me for the next few minutes. I'll walk you through everything, what is going to happen on the D-Day and how the process is going to work. Alright, this video comes as a part of Cetking MDP program, which is a management development program which have started with the main specific aim to target GDPI, because written tests all of you prepare well, but when it comes to GDPI, it's not only about how you prepare, it's all about how the person takes it. For example, you give the right answer in the interview, but samne wala should also like those answers. That is the main thing. Fine, so that's why we started with this TLAM, which is think like a manager, because very important to come across as a manager. Fine, if you're expecting a job of 15 lakhs, 16 lakhs, 20 lakhs after your MBA, so start behaving like that, or behave like the one that you are a person of 18 lakhs caliber in the interview, because that's very important. I've seen people who have got 10 IIM calls, but they could not convert even a single call. Fine, this year. Fine, so don't be like them. For example, one of the girls, I don't want to name her, he is preparing for the GDPI for Jamnal Bajaj this year. She got 10 IIM calls, she could not even convert a single one. Fine, so don't be like her. So the objective of this workshop is to give a complete overview so that you sail through the last phase of JBIMS without any problem. Alright, this is going to happen on the D-Day. Let's say the process will start at morning 10 a.m. So you will be allocated to a group at morning 10 o'clock. So you might go through starting with a PPT about the college in the auditorium. So there's a huge auditorium. Dr. Basu auditorium. Dr. Basu was the first director and founder of Jamnal Bajaj. Fine, so auditorium, you will sit through that. Then 10:30 to 11 will be the first phase, group activity. What is the group activity? We'll talk in detail in some time. So all of you will go through a group activity in a batch of 5 or 10 people, and then wait for the VAT. Essay writing for another 20 minutes. Let's say 11:30 to 12 will be VAT. Then enjoy the break at the canteen. In fact, in that area, the cheapest coffee or tea you can get in South Bombay is at Jamnal Bajaj canteen. So for 6 rupees you can get a tea, and which is the cheapest available in the market in that area. Yep. Alright, then forward the personal interview at 1 o'clock, which is again average 20 minutes, and you are out of college at 2 o'clock. So the process started morning 10 o'clock. In next 4 hours, 5 hours, everything will be done and you are out of college. Fine. So this is very important to understand this process. Fine, and I'm very strong believer of that. For example, when you are going for let's assume 2 people came for the interview. You are going for an interview at ICICI Bank. One of the person have no idea about the college, about the company ICICI. He have just applied for the bank and he got the call. Fine. But on the other hand, the second person have worked with ICICI Bank as an intern for 1 year, or let's say 1 month. Fine. He know everyone in the company. He know the profile of the company. He know the work culture. So in the interview, the person who have worked with ICICI Bank, you can feel it from his body language, from the way he talks, from his tone, that yes, he knows about the college. He knows about the company. Fine. So that's why you are going through all these workshops. Especially the workshop number 2, in which I talk about even the name of the faculties whom you have to take. For example, I'm going to join Jamnal Bajaj in finance because of Mr. Mankekar, who is the #1 investor in the world, among the top investors. Fine, so you have to name them. That is very important. Fine, so that we'll talk about in the next video. Yep, so this is going to be your overall process for the D-Day. Now we'll go deep down into each of the section. What is GA, what is VAT. Yep. So these are the 2 phases. Phase 1 was an entrance exam, which is already over, so you have gone through that round. Now we are going to the phase 2, which include the GA, VAT and PI. So each of the areas, I'll talk about each of them, what is going to happen in these 3 areas. Alright, the first thing is the GA, which is a group activity. Now GD is out. Most of the colleges have stopped taking group discussion, because most of the time GD end up in a fish market, and most of the time people talk nonsense in the GD, which is not at all related to the text and context of the passage, and that end up in a not a feel good, or very difficult for the panelists to evaluate. Fine, they don't, it's very difficult to evaluate between who is shouting and who is talking content. Yeah, after some time. Fine. So group activity is a very easy alternate where you cannot talk any nonsense. You have to talk about the process or about the structure in hand. So there are 4 different type of GAPI. Fine, and GA. So I'll talk about each of them so that you can understand that. Number 1 is to build something. For example, make a house for a family of 4, 2 parents and 2 kids in a 20 by 20 plot. They give you a blank paper. You have to make a plot. You have to make a plan for a flat, for a home for 4 people. So 2 rooms or 3 rooms or whatever way you want to play on that. Fine. That is very common. Number 2 is your 10 people. There were 10 people on an aircraft. 1 doctor, engineer, scientist, and only 3 parachutes are left. So whom will you save? Doctor or teacher or whom? Fine. I'll talk about GA in detail in another video, but this is just to give an overview. Take items you will carry. Or last is again a very common, make a business plan. They might give you a notional money of, let's say, 1 crore rupees, and you have to build a marketing plan of a company or a financial. You have to invest that money in some area. Fine. So for example, if you're going for MSc Finance, they can tell you that where will you invest that 1 crore rupees. Fine, in stock markets, in mutual funds, or real estate, or wherever you want to do that. If you're planning to join us for the program, there will be. So these 6 workshops are more than sufficient for your GA preparation. Fine. So that's the only thing which we cannot do in the online program, that we cannot do much practice about GA. But yes, we are having 6 workshops. It talks about how to crack GA. Yep. Moving to the next phase is VAT, writing ability test. So VAT is basically about your content, how good you are. So for VAT, for example, FDI outflow, you can expect the economic topic, or Indian cinema's social impact. Fine. So you can expect a topic ranging from politics to business to finance, whatever they want. Fine. So I'll recommend 2 things. One is the Business Today, one is the India Today. These are the 2 magazines for business and for current affairs, which is kind of a must read for you people. So start off with the last 1 month ka at least newspaper, so that you can cover up most of the topic. Fine. So newspaper, for example, we will give you what are the what happened. For example, ING Vaishya was bought by Kotak. But why the Kotak have bought ING Vaishya but not ICICI Bank will be explained in detail in the magazine Business Today. Fine. Why it happened is given there. Alright, so it's a kind of a must read magazine for you people. Yep, so you can start with that. So if you plan to join us, there are 10 workshops available in your dashboard for VAT skills. Writing, start from how to write to what to write, because content is more important. Fine, and this has happened. If you have taken any of the IIM calls, or if you have seen any of the VAT tests, you start with your paragraph 1 as a summary overview. Paragraph 2, the moment you reach paragraph 2, after 5 minutes you get new ideas. So you change the course of action, course of your content. Then paragraph 3, you talk about something else, introduce new areas. Paragraph 4, you introduce some more new things, because after 15 minutes of pondering into the area, into that topic, you get new ideas. So there's no flow, there's no structured approach into that. Fine. So what I recommend is to going through 2, 3, 4, the main points before you write the introduction. Introduction should be the last thing to write, not the first thing. Yep. Anyway, that we'll talk about in detail when we go to the essay writing workshops. So as of now, just to give an overview about essay writings. Moving to the personal interview, this is going to be the bloodbath at Jamnal Bajaj, because the faculty who is going to take your interview are going to be very senior people from the industry. Fine. And if you do give any stupid answer in front of them, they will kick you out. Fine. So you have to go fully prepared in front of them. For example, one of the professors will be taking your interview will be Dr. Monga. Fine. Dr. Monga retired at par with Dr. Manmohan Singh in terms of qualification and everything. Both of them have worked for almost 20 years abroad as an economist and as a faculty teaching economics. Fine. So you cannot give stupid answer to him. So he is 50 years old. Fine. So make sure your answers are very fine-tuned according to the requirement, rather than giving nonsense gyan. Alright. And that this is, trust me, the make or break thing for you at JBIMS. And trust me, Jamnal Bajaj is one of the very important calls you have because of the ROI. I would rank ABC obviously are above JBIMS, but after that there's not much difference if you go to, for example, XLRI or IIM Lucknow or IIM Indore or Jamnal Bajaj. XLRI have a fees of 18 lakhs, Jamnal Bajaj have a fees of 2 lakhs. Fine. So ROI point of view, it's a huge difference between the two colleges. Yep. So please don't miss the, once you have got a call, please don't leave it here. Yep. So if you plan to join us, there will be 20 workshops conducted for interview skills only. And PI is important at Jamnal Bajaj because I'll give you a couple examples. For example, Kumar Ojha was topper, 99.99, rank 1 in CET. But he could not convert Jamnal Bajaj ka call. I'm talking about 2008-2009 ka time. He got only 3 marks in the interview out of 17 marks interview. Fine. Another example we had of Tulsiani. He was again CAT ka topper, CET ka topper, 98.99. But he got only 2 marks in the interview because they were not coming across as a manager, or they were giving very stupid, immature answers in the interview. Fine. See, written test is in your hand. You write the answer, you speak. Sorry, you write good answer, you'll get marks. But interview is in your other's hand, someone else's hand. You have to give your answers, but samne wala have to like your answers. Fine. So that is where the problem starts. Fine, so there are 20 workshops for interview skills, right from YMBA to strength, weakness and everything, which will be covered up in this program. So you can join that. Alright, last thing I recommend is to go through the last year GDPI experiences. If you go to our site cetking.com or just search on Google Cetking GDPI experiences, so that you get an idea about what kind of interview questions are coming over the years. Fine, so please go through that to get an idea about these things. Alright, so all the best. If you're planning to join our program, you can go to our site cetking.com, then online courses, and or call us on 959-444-1448 to join the program online. Alright, all the best. Thank you.